Hey guys, what is up? It is Outdoor Waz here, and I am bringing you one of the most iconic vehicles of all time. This year we have the Porsche 911. Unfortunately, I don't actually have the Porsche expansion pack. It was a little too pricey for me, and I don't think it was worth didn't think it was worth my investment. So I decided just to use the rough RT12. It's got more power than a normal vehicle, but we'll test it like it's a GT2 RS, I guess. This car is always a perennial front runner in any best drivers competition. You know, Porsche has really struck the perfect balance in this vehicle. They're always improving, but always in small increments. And obviously, it doesn't look like it's changed much from its original design. But this car, technologically, is just leaps and bounds forward from anywhere, and it seems to always be ahead. I think Porsche really has engineers that care about this vehicle and want it to be the best that it can be, and I think that's one of the reasons why you see it in the top of most car competitions of any type. You know, it seems to it's pretty practical. You know, it's got 4 seats. I mean, maybe it's a 2+2, but it definitely has enough seats. You know, it's practical, it's fast, it's very, very quick, and very good balance from this vehicle all around. I think that's something you do have to appreciate, that Porsche does right all the time. Even though this is a rough, I mean, it's the same vehicle, it's just got some more power and some suspension upgrades. And I think this one will be a strong competitor for this year, you know, with some strong performance specs. Even though the engine's in the wrong place, and I think the engineers know that, they seem to just keep improving. You know, you would have thought after 50 years you would have reached the limit of that rear engine design, but they just keep making it better and better every year, and I think that's something very, very awesome. I think this is a rear-wheel drive only, which will make it a little hard under power, since this thing has a little over 600 horsepower, I think, or maybe even more, which is going to be a bit of a pain to handle, but I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. I definitely like the look of this. I think this was the 997, 996 generation of the vehicle. Definitely had a good design, solid all around. Looked a lot like the original Porsche 911, and I think that's something that I appreciate as a, I'm not going to say a Porsche enthusiast, but a fan of cars who does love a Porsche. Speed is very high on this car, you'll notice. Extremely, 676 horsepower. Definitely a lot, guys. You'll notice that it might be a little too much. I think I might throw traction control on, because that's a little too much for my liking. I'm not necessarily the best driver, and I don't think I'll be able to handle that, but that's alright. So that 676 horses is being directed to the rear wheels via 6-speed manual transmission. I think that was plucked right out of the GT3, if I'm not mistaken. Torque's at 648 pound-feet, more than enough. I mean, that's a monster of an engine from that flat 6. The weight is 2,773 pounds, so we're talking very light. We're just maybe 500 pounds more than a Lotus Elise, so this car is very, very light with tons of horsepower. Lamborghini Aventador range is what we're talking, which is huge, huge, huge. Front to rear weight bias is always the Porsche Wacky. It's way out of balance. Everybody knows it, but somehow Porsche manages to keep it in line, and that's at 43% to the front, 57% to the rear. And the displacement of that flat 6 is 3.7 liters. I think one of the funniest things about this vehicle is that every year, you know, it's one of those vehicles that shouldn't work, but still somehow the engineers just seem to always make it operate better than some of the other vehicles, you know. In theory, a mid-engine rear-wheel drive vehicle should work better, but they don't think so. I mean, Porsche, I think they're kind of tied now that they have such an iconic vehicle. I mean, you can't make any big changes to it. Otherwise, the Porsche fanboys, they might get a little annoyed, and rightfully so. But this car is definitely one of the best, and I think we're going to see that on the track today. Turning traction control on, guys. You guys see it right here. I'm not embarrassed. This car, I just don't think I'll be able to handle it, especially with 676 horsepower. I like the body kit on this vehicle. Looks good. Looks classic turbo. None of that. Let's see. Where am I? Chase cam. Very good. Oh, listen to that engine. Beautiful. Hitting the red line there. Oh, pull is beautiful. I think, like I said with the Nissan GTR, this is almost Veyron-esque. This is really like supercar territory. And I'm feathering the throttle here. See that? Yeah, even with traction control, this thing's a handful. Definitely good. Brake bite's good. Not exactly as powerful as the GTRs that we tested earlier that you guys are going to see, but they seem to slow the car down, especially because it doesn't weigh much. I think that's something you have to notice, is that this vehicle is 1,000 pounds lighter, half a ton lighter than the Nissan GTR, and also has 200 horsepower. It doesn't have the all-wheel drive, but definitely very good. Up this hill, oh, that engine note. When you get into 8,000 RPM, you really start to notice it come into its own. I think this vehicle is turbocharged, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you could ever get 676 out of a naturally aspirated flat 6, but if they did, they worked a miracle, but I really don't think they did. I think this is turbocharged. Coming down the corkscrew. Oh, coming a bit of a drift. Tons, little bit of oversteer. I think if this didn't have traction control, I'd be ruined, but that's just me. Coming in, I like this yellow color. Definitely works well. As a driver's car, you start to notice why this car continues to be at the top of its class all the time. I think Porsche definitely took the time, and after 50 years of experience, you'd think you'd get something right, and they definitely got it right with this generation model. Well, it's not the newest 991, but it's very, very good. Gonna head into cockpit cam. Obviously, since this is the older version, like I said, it's a bit different. It's a bit more dated than some of the other vehicles, but that's alright. Yeah, brakes, you come in a little bit too hot, I think. This car has so much power that it's a little too much for the brakes to handle. Transmission is good. Yeah, definitely. I bet it's a crisp action, I think. Very immediate. Obviously, the limitations of it being a manual transmission are evident, that it's not a dual clutch or it's not an automatic. But it definitely, it works crisper than most automatics. Sometimes you lose speed with automatics. This, you kind of just stay put where you were. If you'll notice when I upshift, if I upshift to fourth, I'm at 115 and I only went down 1 mile an hour. Some cars you're going down 2 or 3 miles an hour, and that makes a difference. Definitely getting a huge fishtail there. One of the things you have to be careful for if you're getting this car. Also, it being a Porsche 911, I mean, it's an iconic vehicle. You really can't fault it. You can nit and pick, but really this is almost a flawless vehicle. They just seem to get it so perfect out of such an odd, quirky design, but it's something that I personally appreciate way more. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this thing is going to be a best drivers competition? You think it's going to compete high up there? I'm definitely thinking it's a quick car. I don't know if this is our last competitor. It might be, which is a shame, and I'm going to bring you tomorrow, hopefully, the winner of this competition, with some lap times as well and some other various things, some awards that I might give out myself. But definitely this vehicle is awesome. If you guys liked Best Drivers Car 2013, I mean, it's my very first commentaries. I never expected to be good at all, and I don't think I'm anywhere near good at all, but I mean, I'm just here to entertain you guys. Chill back, sit back, relax, enjoy some cars after you get home from school. Maybe you guys will watch this. If you're back in school, of course, I want you guys to have something to smile about when you get home. That's not homework. I know you guys are super excited for homework. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not gonna give you a hard time. Starting up soon, hopefully maybe Monday or Sunday, is going to be the backwards F1 challenge. And that's where I'm going to turn all the controls backwards for my steering wheel, and I'm going to give you guys an over-the-shoulder view of what it looks like, how I'm driving. So in the game, the car will be turning right, but I'm going to be turning my steering wheel left, which is going to be crazy difficult. I'm going to set it to really super noob mode, because usually usually I play on Legend with no assist, but now I'm gonna bump up the difficulty. Gonna start it in a Toro Rosso, I think, from Melbourne, and then see where we work our way from there. If you guys like it, I'm gonna continue doing it. I'm gonna try and just, it's gonna be a little goofy, but it'll be a really good time. And I think maybe I'll do, like Athlete VG did, he did his hot laps in reverse. I think I might do a backwards challenge. That'll be crazy, but here we go, set of 135.201, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. I mean, I really did love this Porsche 911. Very quick on the straights, very responsive, exactly like what it's hyped up to be in the magazines or wherever you were to read it. This car really does tick all the boxes as a driver's vehicle. Seems like it's got all the things necessary to be a high competitor in this year's 2013 Best Drivers Car. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, smash the like button. Please subscribe. Give me a comment. Tell me what I can do better, guys. I think that's one of the things that a lot of commentators miss out on, is that they don't realize that, you're not going to get it perfect the first time, and you're going to have to try and improve. But so I just want to see, some of my friends, whoever's watching this video, just tell me what I can do better. I think that's one of the key things in this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. I'm going to bring you the results, hopefully, like I said, maybe Sunday or Monday. Obviously, Sunday's going to be a little difficult. We're moving into a new house, so we're going to do some moving, some bigger things, but hopefully I won't have to put you guys off. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please spread the word about this channel. I mean, if you guys really do like it, tweet it, whatever, post it on YouTube comments. Just don't be spammy. And I just hope you guys have an awesome day. Take it easy, and this has been Out the Waz. Later!